here are your hosts for Bump and Ride, Tyler Sugart and Mitch.
I don't see Tyler. Do you see Tyler? Yeah, I believe you're on. Yeah, you're on now. Yeah,
I don't see the big man, but I just put these headphones on and it felt like.
Right? Well, Mitch is here, as always, and of course, I am joined by the Godfather, who my man Ken Blankenship. KB, appreciate you jumping on and doing this with me this morning.
Wouldn't miss it. Looking forward to it. Should be fun.
Now, there's some tradition. There's some things that we got to do. Otherwise, Tyler, who's definitely listening, will be very upset with me.
Oh, yeah.
It's Monday.
Oh, yeah.
It's
let's
Monday.
Bump and run.
So, I mean, what that means is now I got to sit here and say, I hate Mondays.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of Mondays. All that good stuff. And he loves lasagna.
So that's what Tyler would be saying.
Monday, yeah.
Monday.
It's a typical Monday thing. Tyler opens the show. He lets us know that he hates Mondays.
Spoke for Tyler.
Right. And if you don't do the traditional things, he gets very upset.
He's a traditional guy.
Yeah, when he was on vacation that week, a few weeks ago, we usually do our Friday dance party. I didn't do it.
Ooh.
He was not happy with me. He was upset, so I got
an immediate text right after the show.
And he came in the next day and he was like, "Did you guys do the dance party?" And I said, "Oh no, man! You said no fun while you're gone." And I got my mic cut off. I was in some trouble. So it was. I disappointed him, and I can't do that.
Shy of a pink slip.
I can't do that.
Okay.
Is your mic on?
I think it is, but maybe not turned up. I don't know.
Let's see.
All right.
There we go. There we go.
There we go. Yeah.
Okay, so you're at 2. Gotcha. Yeah, that would help the whole time.
Yeah.
That would help.
Yeah.
Well, it's all good.
So you were talking.
I was hearing you coming through the headsets, yeah, but just not quite through on the thing. But, so back to traditions and all that good stuff. He hates Monday. It's lasagna, all that good stuff. He thinks he's Garfield.
He hates lasagna?
No, he loves.
He loves
He calls himself
lasagna.
Garfield. He hates Monday and he loves lasagna.
Oh, okay. So he's the people version of Garfield.
Right.
I wonder how many people make that claim. I bet there's more than just Tyler.
I'm right there with him. I'm not very fond on Monday myself.
Right.
It's sad when the weekend's over because it was a good weekend. It started rough.
Yeah.
And that's where we're going to start actually.
Okay.
Because Friday we were talking about that I was going to make the trip to Union, play with Tyler softball team.
Yeah. Gotcha.
And you will hear about this tomorrow. Tyler wants to talk about this tomorrow. He's going to make fun of me, which I deserve it. I played softball the last few years, and I told him, I said, I'm solid at it. Now, Tyler's going to make it seem like I said I'm like the legend, like the greatest player of all time. Yeah. He's going to make it seem like all I say is I never make any outs. It's always home runs, all that stuff. That's the way Tyler's going to present it. But I said, I'm pretty good. I can handle the bat. I do hit a fair share of home runs, which a lot of people do not expect from me because
You're rather slim,
I'm
little bit on the slim side.
And yes, when I hit a home run, I got to put literally every inch of my body I have into it.
Yeah,
I just swing as hard as I possibly can. So I was like, I hit my good share of home runs. Typical season, I might have double digits, and. So he was like, all right, well, I don't believe you. Mm-hmm. I said, okay, well, that's cool.
We'll have to.
Whatever.
We'll have to get down and see, right?
And he goes, well, you need to come out, play softball with me one day. So he's been playing this entire season. I went down there several weeks ago. There was like a 30% chance of rain, right? Mm-hmm. So I was like, that's no big deal.
I'll go.
We'll probably get a little rain, whatever. The game will be fine.
Yep.
I drive all the way down there, clear skies, just beautiful. I was with my girlfriend. We stopped, got something to eat for her. We get to the ball field, and it's as black as it could be.
Ooh, uh-oh.
It just came out of nowhere.
Yep.
Then I'm like, it said 30%. It's going to blow over. That's it. I look at my phone. It's like an 80% chance now, and Armageddon happened. Mm-hmm. All right, we're in the line. We're getting ready to play. We go back to our dugouts, and there's a mini dirt tornado in the infield. So I'm like, okay.
It's always a great sign.
Okay, I don't know if we're going to play now. I have no idea.
What happened to that 30?
And then all of a sudden, the skies open. It was so bad that we couldn't even make it home. You know, it's
Yeah.
an hour drive,
Sure.
you know, to get back to my house. So luckily, my girlfriend has family in Union, so we just went to her family's house and waited out the storm, and it was a pretty bad one. So after that, if there's a percentage, a chance of rain, I'm not making it out there. It's not going to happen.
Right,
You know
right.
what I mean?
Right.
So Friday, no 0% chance of rain. I said, okay, all right, it's my time to shine. It was a
Yeah.
double header, so it was 2 games.
Okay.
Go all the way there. You know, I'm loosening up. I'm getting ready to go. It's been about 2 months since I've played softball.
Right.
I've been playing a lot of golf lately too,
Interesting.
or trying to.
Very interesting.
You know, and I go up, and I had the bases loaded my first at bat. First pitch, I chased out. It was a little high, and I ended up smacking this thing foul. You know, it about 2-3 feet away from the fence. You know, but foul. It wouldn't have mattered. And then for the rest of the day, all I was doing was popping balls up. I went 0 for 6.
You should have grabbed the 2-iron or the driver.
I went
You were
0
hitting the 9-iron, the pitching wedge.
I went 0 for 6.
Oh my!
0 for 6.
Did Tyler start cutting his eyes
he
after
was- he
2 or
was-
3 times
Tyler,
coming out of the?
after 0 for 3, Tyler was getting
Start-
irritated there.
yeah,
You know,
cutting his eyes.
he doesn't play as a manager. You know, he's the manager of the team. He runs it, and he demands execution and results. And when you're not doing it, he's going to get upset. Tyler even got a hit. You know what I mean? Tyler went up there and hit a little bloop single.
Yeah.
You know, so it was just one of those days where nothing would go right for me. I missed the ball off the end of the bat.
Oh, we've all
every
had 'em.
single time.
We've all had 'em.
The back shoulder was dropping almost every single time.
Yep.
And I'm trying to figure out what it is. First off, I can't really make too many excuses. I didn't hit well.
Right.
You know, it was just one of those days. It just
Gotcha.
didn't work out well. But those batting boxes, man,
Horrendous.
oh, they're awful.
I mean, what? Not defined.
They're just,
no
it's like
lime.
a deep hole.
And so there's.
Yeah, if you're not used to that
Yeah,
thing,
yeah.
I'm used to playing on more of a flatter
Yeah.
batting box. This was like
Somebody mix a little grading technique in, or
I
something.
know there has been a lot of rain that's put some damage on the
Right,
field. The field wasn't
right.
awful, but
Right.
it was not what I was used to.
Gotcha.
And like I said, I really think what it is my golf swing, because
It
I'm
really
training
messed you up.
myself not to move. You know, not have a lot
Right,
of movement.
right.
You know, just keep it simple. And I could feel like I was swinging with just my arms, and you know that's not gonna work for me. I'm not. I'm not
no,
like
you're not big enough
no.
for that.
I'm not
to-
G. Carl
you're-
Stanton
yeah,
or
you're
Aaron
not Jim
Judge.
Thome
yeah,
either,
Jim
right?
Thome. Yeah, that's not gonna work for me.
Right, right.
So you know, when I swing, I usually put my whole bottom half into it. You know,
Yeah.
and that's where I get the power
Sure,
from. You know,
sure,
that's what you're supposed to do.
Absolutely.
No, just was not my day, and I got benched. By the way, I got pulled after the 5th inning. Tyler came back in and said, "Up, you're done. You're 0 for 6. You're done."
Oh yeah. Hey, just being a good manager.
So it was just you know
Yeah.
throughout this year when I played with my
he
team, I
had
was
to
like,
do
you know,
it for the club.
right.
You know
right,
what I'm saying?
Right. We won the games.
Right.
We
If
won
it
both the
wouldn't have been
games.
for that, if they kept you in.
My defense was stellar, which I only played the catcher because I told myself I don't.
What were
care.
you playing,
Yeah, I
catcher?
was like, put me wherever, man. I don't really care. So I mean,
Obviously.
as the catcher, I made a couple of plays at the plate.
Did you pop ups? Did you
Well-
chase to any divers?
There was one pop up,
Yep.
and it was in no man's land. So it was
Where?
on the first base side.
Yep.
So the pitcher and the first baseman, everybody's
Right.
coming
Yeah,
in.
yeah.
None of us are going to get to it.
Yeah.
Well, the pitcher kind of took a step and went, I'm not getting that. I was
Right,
looking at me
right.
like, you're going to have to go get that.
Yep.
And the first baseman started running in, and the second baseman just stood there as well.
Oh, yeah,
Nobody
yeah.
moved. Now, luckily, the batter never ran. Thought the ball was going to go foul. I was able to block it, and I could tell he wasn't
Oh,
running. He
it was
just
in the
sitting there.
field of play.
Right. So I got out there, and I blocked it to keep it from going foul because he
Right.
never ran.
Right.
But then nobody was at first.
So you had to run
So
over.
then my lazy butt had to run.
Yeah.
I thought about spiking the ball down
Yeah.
after because I did something. You know, I celebrated
A
that. I
celebratory
was like, you know what?
spike. Yeah. Yeah.
All right. You know, if I can't hit today, I'm going to
Right.
break out the gold
Yeah.
glove.
I'm all this at this.
Exactly. You know, it was. If I can't hit today, I'm breaking out the gold glove.
Yeah.
So I was able to contribute in some kind of way.
Yeah.
Wasn't good enough for Tyler though when you go 0 for 6.
right.
At least I didn't strike out.
We can get a hind
Right.
catcher.
Right. You know, he said, you know what, I'll play.
Did they
catch.
say hind catcher up the way or just down here? Hey, when you were growing up, did anyone up in the city or in Long Island, wherever you grew up, said yo, man, why don't you play Hindcatcher?
No, I never
I was
heard
gonna
that
say, I
before.
think that you've heard it down here, though,
No,
right?
I never heard that
You've
before.
never heard Hindcatcher?
Never heard that before.
It must be a super Southern thing.
I never heard of it.
Yeah. Just put him at Hindcatcher. Seriously. I guess because you're behind the batter or whatever.
Right.
Hindcatcher. Yeah.
Right, and obviously, if you never played slow pitch softball,
Right.
usually your catcher doesn't have to do much.
Right.
Right. You're just there
Exactly.
to pick up the ball and throw it back to the pitcher.
But with no disrespect to anyone involved, but put the redheaded stepchild back
Right.
there, right? The one
Yeah.
with deep freckles.
Yeah, typically you're putting your catcher, the
right.
one that doesn't want to really be out there
Right.
anyway. They're
And
just
that
there
can
for
come
fun.
back to bite you for
Right.
plays at the plate, but you just roll the dice.
Right. See, what we
Right.
do, we have a lot of catchers. We play at a co-ed league.
Yep.
And we have a lot of catchers that they be out there just to fill out a spot. But yeah, you need
Sure.
help, we'll play. They're
Sure.
not like crazy about it,
Yep.
and they
Yep.
just want to play catcher, something
Yep.
simple. And I have to pitch a lot. So what happens is I got to cover the plate. I
Yep.
run out there, and that's kind of what we do. Or
Sure.
if my buddy pitches, same thing.
Yep.
When he chooses to cover the plate, JC, I'm talking to you. We gotta.
Does JC listen?
I don't know. He might. He works
Just
get
in
away.
case,
But if
right?
he's listening, JC, cover the plate,
Just
please.
in case, JC.
There's a couple of times we're screaming, cover the plate, and he goes,
Yeah.
oh yeah.
JC stands for just in case, right? JIC. Middle name must be start with an I, right?
Yeah. So I will say, I was a Gold Glove catcher. There was plays at the plate.
Yep.
At the
Oh,
left
as far
field.
as your performance the other night.
Oh yeah. I was stellar.
You
Nothing
were-
was getting by me.
Yeah.
I wasn't
You were Johnny Bench in his prime.
Exactly. I was like, you know what? I'm going to be what you see typically today from a lot of catchers. A lot
Right.
of catchers can't hit.
Right.
They're just there out there for
Right,
defense
right,
and working the pitching staff. That's what I did.
Melina.
All right.
Yadier.
Tyler pitched the first game.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
yeah.
but Yadier can hit a little bit.
Right. Oh, yeah, I'm just saying. He's.
Tyler was pitching.
Uh-huh.
And he basically would let the first two batters on every single inning. It's just the way it worked out.
Yeah, yeah.
But because of my catching abilities, I feel like I let him out of every jam that we
you
were in.
got
You know
him
what I
out
mean?
of every
I got
jam.
him out of everything. I started
What'd you
moving
do
my
with,
glove
like,
around.
throwing runners out and stuff?
They're lucky they didn't get the cannon. The cannon would have came out, and that was it.
Good stuff.
Now, there was a couple of plays at the plate.
Yeah.
Where left fielder has a cannon on his team.
Does he?
I forget his name,
Really?
but my goodness, man. that
Why don't
kid
you
is
put
a
him in
cannon.
right?
I don't. More balls get hit to left field.
Okay.
It
Ah,
slow
makes
pitch,
sense.
everybody
Okay.
pulls the
I
ball
got
a
you.
lot.
Yep.
But my goodness.
More right-handed hitters than left-handed hitters.
I mean, he was
basically
throwing-
what it boils down to.
He threw out. There was a play where he and the left center fielder did not communicate, and they both bumped into each other, and the ball dropped.
Yep.
And the guy started walking from third, thinking he was going
And
to
you
score
were
easily.
thinking,
Well, he gunned the ball on just one hop from like the fence. I catch him. My foot's on the plate already. The
Yep.
bases were loaded. The umpire didn't see that apparently, and then I tagged him, and then he said, "No, the tag was late. He was safe. Oh, he was out.
easily.
Oh, he was gunned out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was.
So dude's got a cannon. Can he run too?
Yeah, he was pretty good.
This isn't a co-ed team. It's just all male.
This
okay.
is male now.
Okay.
Yeah. So, which you can have girls on the team. You can't tell them no technically because there is no
Gotcha.
co-ed league. So game 2, there was a girl on the team. She was good.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
She was getting
Hey.
hits. Even I couldn't
Well,
get
that's
a hit.
what
You
I
know what
say.
I mean?
She
was
can play.
good.
She can play.
Oh, she was very
She's
good.
better than the other 9 or 10 we have
She
out
was
there.
better than me.
Aren't there 10 out there?
Yeah,
You play an
you have
extra
10 in the
fielder,
field.
right?
Yeah,
right,
yeah,
right,
yeah.
right.
So, or you can have an
Yeah,
extra
sure.
fielder there.
Yeah.
But Tyler is going to talk about this tomorrow. Now, of course,
You're
let me
just
warn you.
shielding yourself.
Let me just warn you. It's
You're
going
getting the
to
truth
be,
now, right?
Yeah. It's going to be way blown
Yeah.
out of proportion.
That will be
where-
a false account tomorrow.
Yeah,
by
he's going to
Tyler
say,
Sugar.
"Oh, Mitch was telling me he's going yard every single
Yeah,
time. He don't
yeah,
care. He's
yeah,
going to do a
yeah.
bat flip." That's the way Tyler is going to
Yeah.
present the story. I just want to make it clear that's
Right.
not how it went down. I
Right.
told him I can hit, and I can hit. Now,
Yeah.
this was just one of those days where things were not quite working out. for me.
Blame
It was
it
an off
on
day.
Tiger Woods or somebody. The game of golf.
Yeah, Tiger's making me
Yeah, yeah.
watch a little bit of
That's
golf
right.
again, and or
Yep.
really not again for the first time. I'm becoming really addicted to golf, and I want to
Yeah,
get good at it.
Now that you're saying that, I easily
Right.
see it. Because listen, if you ever get your swing straightened out with your length and leverage, man, you could be special.
Right.
Seriously.
It's and I'm starting to hit the
could be
ball
special.
straight now for
Yep.
so I'm wanting to get my golf game going.
I would like to promote your game.
Right.
I can't help you with your swing. I would only just totally destroy your swing. But
Yeah.
I would like to help you with the promotion part.
You know,
I know people, Mitch.
it's usually when I play golf,
I can help you with short game.
short game.
Yeah,
Okay.
and I'm not saying everybody's thinking, yeah, I guess so, shorty. No, I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about around the green. Thank you.
But usually I lose every ball I hit,
Yep,
but I'm
yep.
starting to hit the ball straight. A few months ago on this show, I was making fun of golf. Like, somebody
Now
was
you're in
calling in, was like,
Now you're
hey,
in
what about Jordan Spieth and all these
Yep.
golfers you don't want to watch? I was like, who is she? Never heard of her. Who is that? But now
Jordan can be a female name.
Now, now I'm all about this golf stuff.
Right.
So I think it's messing up my swing. Tyler, of course, told me, he says he was, originally going to do the show Monday. Something came up.
Yep.
He told me Friday night, he said, all right, so after the show Monday, we're going straight to the cage. So he's going to put me to work.
Make sure
for
you
my
got all
struggles.
the, yeah.
Yeah.
It
was a rough day. It happens, though, and
get the crinkles worked out.
I'll make up for it.
Yeah.
I'll make up for it. He'll probably make me wait till next year.
Yep.
But I'll be
How
back.
many more games this year?
I think that was the last regular
Ooh.
season game. So it was my 0 for
playoffs.
6. He's not going to let me play.
He's
I
not
don't
going to
blame
start
him.
you.
Yeah,
But
it's
you'll
all right.
be there for a pinch hitting role, right?
If he needs me, I'll be there. If not, whatever. I got a league in
If
September
not, the
coming
Gold
up.
Glove is still
Yeah, I'm
in
going to be playing on
the
295.
dugout.
The
Right.
field's at 295 right up here. So I'll be back. It's
All
going to
right,
happen.
2 or 3 questions, if I might. Can I?
Okay, yeah,
We, got,
we got a
we need to
couple
take a
minutes.
break.
We got a couple minutes.
Okay. Just going to ask you. You talked about you as related to hitting home runs and all. You can hit home
Yes.
runs, la-da-da-da, right? I learned, and you tell me, because I think you do, especially for a young guy, I think you do really good stuff on this radio, and
Well, thank you.
mainly because I feel like you know the game of basketball, especially baseball, yes, big time, and I'm sure football too.
Oh, yeah.
But you know more. You're more than a fan. You seem to know principles. You say, tell me if I'm wrong. Now, I learned a long time ago because I was taken to a Major League Baseball All-Star game. The only one I ever went to was down in Atlanta. And the former owner of the Spartanburg Phillies, Class A affiliate of the Philadelphia Phillies, was Mr. R.E. Littlejohn, APC Petroleum Carriers. A lot of, especially old school people, will know that name. He's, long ago passed away, but he was a great man. But anyway, my dad was a general manager of the Phillies, and he took me and my dad and my brother, I believe, and 2 or 3 other people down, and he was not showy with his money. He was a very wealthy man, but he was a great, humble man. But anyway, he took us down there, and I was a shorty, man. I was only in like the 5th or 6th grade. And we actually ended up leaving the game a little bit early. But when we were down there, I know you know baseball history. Do you remember the name Cookie Rojas for the Kansas City Royals? Was a very slightly built shortstop for the Royals in the 70s, way back.
I was
Anyway, if
going
you were to
to, yeah,
look up the name, Google him, look up film on anything like. Anyway, they used to call Atlanta's ballpark, the original one, not the TED, the one before that, Atlanta Fulton County Stadium. They used to call it the launching pad because balls used to jump out of there. I think it had something to do with the humidity in Atlanta, which was almost constant. But anyway, he turned on a ball, and the ball just jumped out of the ballpark. And me as a shorty, a young guy, I'm like, golly, how did that little guy do that? And I was explained on the way home, I think we might have had maybe our manager, Howie Bedell or somebody, I think was riding with us. And he said, Ken, it's not nearly as much the size of the player as it is bat speed.
Right.
And he said he basically hit that ball out on bat speed.
Right.
And, and a lot of home run hitters, most of them are bigger and stronger and all that. And so I'm sure that doesn't hurt, but you see little guys or guys that not overly impressive physically who can knock the ball out of the ball.
It's all about bat speed.
Altuve and
Yeah.
people like that. And, Albies for Atlanta. I mean,
That's right.
small guys who can really swing the bat.
It's all about bat speed and
Absolutely.
launch angles.
Absolutely.
That's the way it is nowadays.
Speed and angle. That's
the,
it.
The
That's it.
StatCast has
That's
it.
it.
You can hit them.
That's it.
18-degree launch
That's
angle,
it.
and it'll go 40 feet.
So get your speed's right, but get your angle better, and you're there.
That's right.
You're
Now,
there.
Alex
Yeah.
might, our guy Alex Smith might, totally disagree. He gets very upset with launch angles
Great
and all
baseball
that good
mind
stuff.
himself.
Yeah,
he really is. He's got a
He
nice
is.
history in it.
He's the old school approach to it. So
comes
he will
from
get
a
upset
baseball
with that.
family. His brother was
That's
a
right.
catcher at SMC and upstate, I think. Smitty, maybe. I think. I'm pretty sure.
That I'm not
Anyway,
sure.
former host of Open Mic Daily.
That's right. But we'll take a break. When we come back, I'm going to tell you who won, who lost. Score Desk is up next.
Nice.
We have losers.
Want to know who won and who lost last night? The guys are back with all the scores after this break on Bump and Rock here on